Welcome to the Protagonist Pub. My name is Tammy, and this is where characters gather. Today, we're going to do an unhaul video. I have recently brought a bunch of books into the house. I haven't done an unhaul in quite some time, and well, can't bring them in without pushing some out. So I'm going to timestamp these. By far, hands down, no contest, the largest portion of this video will be me unhauling Christian fiction, some of which I have read. One of them is Catholic. Some of them I have tried, and I'm not going to reread any of them. I have no interest in others of them, so they are going to go and find a home that will appreciate them. So first up, let's do the classics I am unhauling. Two of them I made a purchasing mistake and double bought something. So the first double purchase was Anne's House of Dreams by Ellen Montgomery. This is book 5 in the Anne of Green Gables series. Unfortunate. And then I double purchased Caesar's Women by Colleen McCullough. And I believe, if my brain is correct, this is the 4th book. Yep, 4th book in the Rome series. So those are gone. Somebody will get brand new books. And then this is, I have opened this, but I did not use it. This is the Folger Shakespeare Library copy of Cymbeline. I read this last year, but I do not like the format of this play. I do not like the way one is the original and the left-hand side of the page is explaining everything on the right-hand side. It is not something I needed. It's not something I could read, and thus it is going to go find a home that will truly appreciate it. Okay. Next up would be a mishmash of contemporary, some of which I have read, some of which I have tried to read and just didn't work. First up is A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. I started this 5+ years ago and I haven't picked it back up. It's just time for it to go. I've moved the hardback across country at least once, maybe more than that, and it can go find a home that will appreciate it. Next up would be Boudica by Amanda Scott. This is the first book in, or Boudica, Dreaming the Eagle. This is the first book in her Boudica series. I read 100+ pages of this, and it contained content that didn't need to be there. It contained content that was pure speculation and pandering to nonsense, and no, just wasn't going to read a 600+ page allegedly historical novel that was more fantasy than history. Hard pass. Okay, the next ones I have read, that would be A Very French Affair by Sue Roberts. I will gladly pick up another Sue Roberts book. I purchased this from my library bookshop. I will not think twice about this. This was a contemporary second chance romance with an older female protagonist, older male protagonist. It was fantastic. It wasn't a complicated read. Highly, highly recommend. And then the next two are also pickups from my, both of them are pickups from Library Bookshop. I have listened to these on Audible Plus, and they are Heaven's Keep by William Kent Kruger and Red Knife by William Kent Kruger. They are in the Cork O'Connor series. Don't ask me which ones. I believe this is book 9. And Red Knife is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Red Knife is book 9. I could have sworn this one was Red Knife, book 9. Nope, this is book 14. Okay, so highly recommend this series. As you know, I have loved it immensely, and I am looking forward to the audio being released for the new book coming out in next week. When I'm filming this, it will be coming out next week, which is the beginning of September. Okay, I missed a couple of, so I'm going to insert them here. 2 historical, 1 fantasy. This is Enchanted to Meet You by Meg Cabot. This was a Goodreads win when it released in 2023. It's been sitting there since. I haven't so much as looked at it, so time for it to go. This is The Western Wind by Samantha Harvey. This moved across country with us. I was very interested in this book when I ordered it, and I couldn't read it when I tried to. I haven't thought about it since. Time to let it go. It's a mystery, by the way. And then this is a historical mystery. I love this. This was a book club choice. This is Ice Swan by Janelle Soslinski. This was absolutely fabulous. It is set in World War I. Highly recommend this book, but again, it's another one of those I am never going to reread it, so it can go find a new family too. Okay, now we get to the largest section. Yeah. First up would be The Metropolitan Affair by Jocelyn Green. I tried to read this one. I got halfway through and I didn't care. I didn't care. Couldn't be bothered. Next up are 2 books from the Uncommon Justice series by Elizabeth Goddard. They are fact books 1 and 2. That is Never Let Go and Always Look Twice. These were Library Bookshop pickups. I have read 1 book by her. I didn't enjoy it at all. I have too much to read, so those can go. This is Fatal Judgment by Irene Hanna. This is the first book in the Guardians of Justice series. Again, another library pickup. It holds no interest for me. Next up, I thought I had more of her. This is Promise to Protect by Patricia Bradley. This is book 2 in the Logan Point series. Haven't read anything by her, but Christian suspense isn't working for me, and I need the shelf space. This is a romantic suspense novella collection entitled Sins of the Past by Dee Henderson, Danny Petrie, and Lynette Eason. I have read 2 of the 3 authors on here. 2 of those 3 don't really work for me, so again, it's another one that I can let go easily. This is Full Disclosure by Dee Henderson. This is a nice big chunky one. It's again romantic suspense. It's well over 400 pages. But I am not in the mood. I Have not been enjoying it. So it can go. Okay. And next up, also in the romantic suspense category, would be Nancy Mel. This is Shattered Sanctuary. This is her latest release. I DNF'd it. I couldn't. I couldn't. I realized this was a gift from Amanda. She had an extra copy, so she sent it to me. But Amanda will not mind that I am passing it along to someone else to hopefully get more out of it than I failed to do. Also by Nancy Mel is Nightfall. This is the first book in the Quantico Files series. It's where Kaylee Quinn makes her debut, but I'm over Christian romantic suspense right now. I have no interest whatsoever, so they can go. My only Francine Rivers book is The Lady's Mine. Library pickup, hardback, perfect condition. No interest. It can go. Okay, so that brings me to the Rosanna M. White collection. I am missing a couple. Hang on. So I realized I was missing some, so I went and got the rest. I've already talked about Patricia Bradley. This is the book 1 of the Logan Point mystery series. That is Shadows of the Past. I know Amanda really loved this, but again, I'm really not in the mood for romantic suspense, Christian romantic suspense in particular. So there goes Oath of Honor by Lynette Eason. I do not like her writing style at all. Also going is Sorcerer by James Brian Huggins. I tried this. No. Just no. Okay, this is Five and Dime Christmas by 4 authors. I don't know if it's Christian historical fiction, but they're 4 novellas. It's Christian. It's published by Barber. Again, all of these I got from my library with an odd exception here or there. And I have no interest, so I'm freeing up the space and somebody else can be blessed. This is The Blessed by Anne H. Gebhardt. While I like her writing style, I have no interest in this book. I don't know what compelled me to pick it up. It is a Shaker story. No interest whatsoever. None. And then we get to the I have the entire series, Chronicles of the Kings by Lynn H. Austin. There you go. I believe I got them all from my library. They're published by Bethany House. They're biblical fiction. Again, they can go find a new home. I have no interest at this point. Hope Between the Pages by Pepper Basham. This was a buddy read with Taylor. I loved reading this with Taylor. It was a good book, but it's not one I'm going to reread, and thus it needs to go. Okay, I have some Hope Harbor novels. I do not know which ones they are or what order they go in. Looks like they go in this order. I know they're not complete. So I have Sandpiper Cove, Pelican Point, and Sea Rose Lane. These were all library pickups. They're Christian, contemporary, and I have so much else I want to read that there is absolutely no draw for me on those. I've had this book for a long time. This was a Goodreads win. This is On the Corner of Hope in Maine by Beverly Jenkins. This is published by William Morrow. I have not read anything by her. Takes place in Kansas, which sounds interesting to me, but literally I've had this for how long? 2020, and I have not so much as looked at it, and it is 2, 4, 6, 8, the 9th book in the series, so I am not going to start a new series I know nothing about. I was on the fence about this one, but this is Strands of Truth by Colleen Coble. It is a standalone, and again, just if for some reason I'm interested, I will track it down electronically from the library or Kindle or something, but you know, it doesn't need to stay on my shelves. Okay, this is The Well by Stephanie Lansom. This is Catholic biblical fiction. I truly enjoyed this book. However, it is young adult, and I will never reread it. It may go be a blessing to someone else. And I have read the first book in this series, that is When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer. I have book 2, which is in this moment. I have no desire to pick this up. Even though this is Amanda's favorite book of all time, or close to it, I was indifferent at best. So may they find a good home with someone else. Next up would be the Tales from Ivy Hill series by Julie Clausen. I read this last year. These are Christian historical fiction with a dose of romance. I enjoyed them. I'm never going to reread them. They are bulky. They take up shelf space. So, once again, they can go bless somebody else's shelves. Okay, and that leaves Rosanna M. White. One of these I got from the library, and one of them I ended up buying new, and I am getting rid of it. In fact, I got 2 of them from the library. 2 were new purchases. So, I tried to read this one last December. This is Giver of Wonders by Rosanna M. White. This was published in 2016. I do not like this story. I am never going to even attempt to reread it again. I thought I would this year, but her writing is so hit or miss for me, and this was a definite miss the first time I picked it up. That's it. That's a no. I also picked this up from the library. This is The Lost Heiress. This is the first book, I believe, in the Ladies of the Manor series. And 2015. Yep, it's the first book in the trilogy. Again, her writing is hit or miss. No. And then these are books 1 and 2 in the Cipher Ring trilogy. This is the one I bought brand new. This is Ring of Secrets. And this is, what is this? Whispers from the Shadows. Again, hit or miss. I don't like the way she writes spy in her books, and that's what those are. So I'm saving myself the headache. That is the unhaul for at least the 3rd quarter. I am not unhauling frequently enough, but this is a good start. Instead of going to my library this time around, they are going to a veterans organization, and they will be a blessing there. So, How often do you guys unhaul books? Do you unhaul books? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you here next time at the Protagonist Pup.